Right, so I got to tell you, apparently there's two guys escape or something happened. The police is going crazy out there, but again, these two guys are supposed to be criminals, and the police is currently looking for these two guys. So got my Glock 17 here. Just in case, you never know who's gonna knock on my door. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Definitely appreciate you guys watching. And this is the Firearms Show, a show where I talk about life, I talk about the Marine Corps, I talk about self-defense, I talk about God, I talk about whatever I want, things that I love, things that I'm passionate about. So I hope you guys enjoy. As always, I've been releasing videos pretty much every single day from Monday to Sunday, pretty much at 7 o'clock Eastern time. So I definitely appreciate you guys watching. The support and everything has been great. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So a lot of you guys like the Marine Corps stories. A lot of you guys like when I tell you things that happen in combat and things like that. So you guys enjoy. So here it is. New story. I don't think I have shared this with you guys yet, but I got to tell you, bad leaders kill people. If you're a guy in charge and you don't know what you're doing and you're not seeking self-improvement, if you're not learning, if you're not paying attention, if you're not doing anything to improve yourself on any type of skill out there, I got to tell you guys, you're probably going to kill somebody when the time comes. It is what it is, and it happens. And I'm going to tell you a quick story. We used to know there's a guy back in 2004, and I'm not going to mention his name because, you know, privacies and things like that. But back in 2004, I found myself in Iraq. And one of the things that I did was that I was a vehicle commander. You know, I had three guys. Two guys typically, sometimes three guys under me. And one of my job was the rear security. So if you picture a whole convoy, you know, 20, 30, 40 trucks, whatever it was, the last truck was me. Which again, being the rear, guys, I got to tell you, it brings a lot of responsibilities. Again, I'm not going to talk about every specific vehicle because, you know, operation securities and things like that. But being the rear vehicle, bring in a specific capability to the mission. Just like being the first guy in the front, he's looking for the enemy. He's looking for that bad guy. He's looking for car bombs, IEDs. I mean, that guy in the front is looking for stuff to make sure everybody's okay. The guy in the back also have responsibilities. But so here's the deal. Back in 2004, like I said, we used to have this guy that was a sergeant in the Marine Corps. And as a sergeant in the Marine Corps, you do have responsibilities. You're supposed to lead Marines. But this guy, this guy was a reservist. Again, don't take any offense. Nothing against the reservists. I don't want you guys to get all mad. But this guy really didn't know what he was doing. He was really a bad, just a horrible Marine. You know, he was horrible. And because his style, because of the things that he did, he was not in charge. You know, we quickly identified that this guy was not in charge. Was not good, and we took him out of a leadership position. Now, I got to tell you guys, when I say we, I mean the leadership that was above me. But here's the deal: one of the times that we were about to do a mission, the guy that was in the front had to do a specific class, had to go and take a class. So the guy that was in charge of the truck in the front had to take this class. So they made the biggest mistake. I definitely think that when you look at that entire deployment, this was the biggest mistake. They made the biggest mistake ever, which it was put this guy in the front of the convoy in charge of that truck. And here's what happened. First of all, right in front of my truck, an IED went off. I got to tell you guys, couple of seconds would have killed me. It shook the truck pretty good. And again, some things happened out of that. After that, we had to engage a vehicle. Again, escalation of force happened. Blah, 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 blah. After that, we actually hit a car bomb, December 22, 2004. We hit a car bomb that wounded many, many, many Marines. And after that, finally, and wait for it, this is the one that is going to be like, what? After that, he actually shot himself. He accidentally shot himself in the kneecap. It was out of control. Again, he actually got busted down from the rank of sergeant to the rank of corporal because some other actions that happened as well. So again, a bad guy in charge will make bad decisions that could cost people's life. I gotta tell you, it happens. I seen it happen. So we gotta be extremely careful who's in charge. We need to have somebody that wants to seek improvement. We need to have somebody that wants to learn, and we need to have somebody that you know. Again, he may not be an expert in that situation, but he's looking to learn. And I got to tell you, back in the same year, the guy that was in charge of the squad was that type of guy. Again, he didn't know too much about the field side. He didn't know much about, doing patrols, doing combat operation, things like that, because he came from a law enforcement background. But I got to tell you guys, that guy was always looking for self-improvement. I'm not going to mention his name because obviously I don't want to get into names, but I got to tell you, I remember one time he asked me how to put a frequency in a radio, and I showed him one time. And that's all he took, because again, he took the time, he paid attention, he seek self-improvement, which is what this guy didn't do. And I got to tell you guys, I could tell you a few more stories where bad leaders make the wrong decisions and almost got people killed or people wounded. I got to tell you guys, I could tell you many, many different stories. So when you out there, when you doing your basic planning, when you preparing yourself for your family, you need to identify yourself if you're doing the right thing or not. If you're not doing the right thing, I got to tell you guys, you got to make it different. You got to change. You need to seek out that knowledge. You need to humble yourself and decide and tell yourself, look, I don't know about this situation. I don't know how to do this. I need to make it different, because if not, people that I'm leading are going to suffer because of my decision. So don't be too prideful, guys. Make sure you seek out self-improvement. So again, let me know what you think. As always, appreciate you guys watching. If you like this type of videos, click like, subscribe to this channel, share the videos, and God is in control.